year it's grown and improved a little bit. We started using teens to help us decide which authors to bring, what kind of programming they'd like to have, what fun interactive events we might be able to add. So it's been a lot of fun bringing the teens in to get their perspective about what they'd like to see at their festival.
They're concurrent, right? You're coming up with a plot and where you want your character to go at the same time that you're building the setting because they feed into each other, right?
Kids get to know new authors and authors maybe they hadn't heard of, and they're like, oh, I didn't know they wrote horror, and I didn't know they were a New York Times bestseller. So there are authors that are also introduced to our students that they may not have known prior to attending the festival.
And there was no way to record it, and so it is really interesting to think about in the 1700s that maybe there was this sea monster, lake monster, or whatever, and that they actually, and so the suspense of disbelief is really important.
I think it's nice that people get to meet authors and get inspired by them and kind of get to know about how to make books.
I've been going here a couple years. I think the book signing alley is the best part. Getting to meet the author and actually get your book signed personally is a really fun experience.
And auditory hallucinations became this little lint ball in my head that crossed paths with cave murder, and I ended up writing this book. So this is Under This Red Rock. This is my newest. This is about Neely. Neely is a person that suffers greatly from depression and anxiety. She does have auditory hallucinations.
I really like the escape room. I like being with my friends. I like listening to the authors, and there's even a room for board games, and I like to play the board games.
Making this into a real location was irresistible for me because
But I think every year to bring more programming and more students is the ultimate goal, and to have a space where readers can connect. That's one of my goals, is to just get them to figure out who they are as a reader and to develop that lifelong habit.
My favorite part of the Northwest Teen Ohio Book Festival is these amazing books and all the amazing authors. It's a really good time.
New York Times bestselling authors in our building is amazing, and I'm especially excited for some of our kids to meet their very favorite authors. I have one student who said she may pass out when she meets her, and she can cite lines from her book verbatim. I love hosting it here, and what's cool is we don't have just English teachers that help out with it. We have math teachers and science teachers and art teachers. So having it here is an amazing opportunity, and it's another way that we connect as a staff through our love of books. And so I think it's another way to develop that culture of reading here at Russford Junior Senior High.
Yeah.